Namaskar, everyone. A warm welcome to our session today, and I'm always very happy when I see you present. Because well-being is more than just the physical body. And here you learn that. And not only learn the idea, but you can realize it. You can experience it in these sessions. Within this physical body is what we call an energy body, a body of light, or subtle body. In yoga, we call it sukshma sharir. Sharir is the body. And sukshma means fine or subtle. So when you experience the subtle body, it's an awesome experience to know that the physical body is not who you are, but your reality is much greater than the physical body. The mind is it's not the brain. The mind is in the subtle body. The whole spinal column is a column of light in the subtle body. And along the spinal column, that corresponding to nerve plexuses, you have chakras. And these are centers that inspire the nerves, charge up the nerves, influence the nerves. So when you begin to experience these chakras and you begin to experience that column of light, there is something that you're going to experience in there that's like electricity. It's called prana. When you create a thought, it is prana, a wave energy, quantum energy. When you create an emotion, again it's prana, it's a vibration that comes from the chakra of the heart. When you focus on the gut, you tend to feel a strong core power. There's a chakra there that inspires the nerves there, strengthening the nerves. And that's why when you go to the gym and you build a strong core, you feel, wow, because the chakra is also involved in developing the core. And when you come down to the sexual area, you have a light energy there, an energy of light. It's not just human sexual energy, it is a subtle energy there that we call the sacral chakra. So pranas are behind it. So when sexuality happens with the beauty of that prana, then the best children are born. And that's where sexuality becomes healthy. And when right down to the perineum area is what we call the root chakra. When you can feel that chakra and you ground in it, you feel, wow, you feel grounded in your body. So the body gets a huge lift and empowering experience from these chakras. So what you learn in these sessions is how to tap into these chakras, how to access them. Why? Because of my own stability and my own centering in these chakras, I can create an expansive field that includes you. And not only that, this chakra power can travel beyond physical distance in instantaneously across the world. So that means all those of you who are looking at me can experience the same chakra power right where you are. Simply because you're tuning into my field and I'm tuning into your field. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that amazing? Now, when these chakras are not opened, their energies can be dark. Like when you have dark emotions and you feel emotionally weak or drained, it is because the chakra is compromised. The chakra is not firing as it should. But if you were to center in the chakra, if the chakra is awakened, and the chakra begins to become full of light, wow. All the dark emotions begin to disappear, and you begin to feel love and compassion and kindness exuding out of your own being. Can you imagine the impact that light energy has on your physical heart, has on your lungs, has on your thymus glands, which is involved in immunity? Can you imagine? And can you imagine when your gut chakra is firing and in the light and strong, the kind of confidence you will have, the kind of digestive power you will have? And when the chakra of the brow, which is in the mental area, when that is full of light, can you imagine? So that is what you begin to experience in these sessions. Sometimes you have to do nothing, because the energy that you are tapping into and experiencing can do everything. It's an intelligent energy inside of you. We call it Kundalini Shakti. It's the evolutionary energy, the energy that drives evolution. And that energy, when it begins to be awakened within you, will begin the healing journey in a very powerful way. That's why we call these sessions for healing and well-being, wellness, meditation. Of course, that's why you come back every time, because of what you experience in these sessions. When I go into my being in these sessions, it's nothing about a human Vasudeva. It's about immersing myself in the light. It's about extending my field to fill all of you. And there is the intention to lift your energy. So I go down to every chakra, I open up every chakra, I empower every chakra, I fill the body with energy, and I share that with you. So can you imagine when you attune yourself to what's happening inside of me, what happens? So sometimes you just need to close your eyes, and you will experience a field if you're receptive, and if you can attune yourself to the field. We call that presence. You have that. Your presence can be magnified if only you allow this energy to be awakened within you in a natural way, like what I'm doing here. And allow yourself to be receptive to its power as it moves in and through you. It will go into all the dark spaces and clean them up. All you need to do is follow exactly what I'm teaching you to do. Give attention to the breath. Give attention to the mind. Give attention to the emotional space. And give attention to that empowering energy that you will feel coursing through your body. Okay, so with this little introduction, let's come into our meditative practice. Yeah, just sit comfortably. Keep the back as straight as you can. Let the body relax. And you can appreciate that if you relax your mind, then you will help the body to relax. So let go of the outside world. Come into the inside and hold the awareness of peaceful being. Peaceful being. Peaceful being. And let that peace envelop all of you. Create a whole body awareness. And let that peace fill all of you. Let the mind hold the entire body in its field. So your toes should be in your field, your ankles should be in your field, your calves should be in your field, your knees, your thighs, your hip, pelvic area, your gut, your chest, your hands, shoulders, face, And let's systematically now focus on relaxing the body. Let the eyes relax, and the face, facial muscles. Let the breath, as you do this, let the breath naturally flow out and flow in rhythm. When you're peaceful, when you're emotionally balanced, relaxed, the breath feels free in its movement. So let the neck relax. You can move the head from side to side, up and down. Just take any tension off the neck. It must be a joy to do that. When I do that, I send in her guidance. So she does it for me. And you can breathe in to the movements and breathe out. Let the shoulders relax. You can lift the shoulders up and down, around, until you feel that they're completely relaxed. You let the chest relax, stomach, pelvic area, thighs, calves, feet. Let the hands relax. You could just move the fingers, stretch the fingers, and then let them relax. Now body's relaxed. So let's go into the inner space. Now you can well imagine how important breathing is to survive. But breathing can help you to more than survive. It can help to revitalize you. And it can help you to connect with every chakra. So let's breathe now, full lung breathing, with spinal column awareness. So let's breathe out first. Just let the shoulders drop as you breathe out, rib cage go in, belly go in, and then breathe right down to the root, perineum area. And as you're breathing in, you open up the belly to breathe fully, and then open up the rib cage to breathe, lift the shoulders up and back, and breathe fully into the chest. Take your attention right up to the third eye. And keep this practice of breathing out and breathing in. Keep your attention along the spinal column. And keep your attention in the third eye. That gives attentive power and guiding power to the mind. And keep your attention right down to the root. So you should have strong root awareness, which grounds you in the body, and strong mental awareness, and spinal column awareness. And move the breath rhythmically through these two polar points along the spinal column. So this is spinal recharging. And now open up your awareness to feel the energy while this is happening. So it's really opening up the mind to the subtle space. Breath is magical. When you find the rhythm of the breath, it stabilizes the mind and emotional being and recharges the gut. For yoga practitioners, you can focus on Ujjayi breathing. And if you can feel the third eye, ensure that you are stabilized there with the mind and attention and the root. Two very important points to anchor your attention in. Now let your intention be to energize yourself through the power of the breath and through the power of the mind, positive thinking. Hold before you the image of total well-being. And remember, what you image need not be the body condition. It must be more advanced than the body condition. It's where you want to be. So in your mind's eye, hold the awareness of total well-being. You can do that. And the more you feel the energy of the subtle space, the more you know that you can do that. For some of us, we'll find the rhythm of the breath happens. We don't even have to do it. Now this helps to purify the field. If any tiredness comes from your day's activities, just breathe in more oxygen and open up the belly. Now, wherever you take your mind, you're also taking what we call prana. Prana of the mind, and you can take the prana of the breath there. So if you have any areas of pain, any areas of challenge, take the mind there. Create the image of well-being, and take the breath there. Each time you breathe in, tap into the source of energy, and when you breathe out, breathe to that point, energizing it. And so you can breathe to the different organs within you. You can breathe into them, taking your mind there. You can breathe into your liver area below the rib cage on the right side, and the spleen on the left side. You can breathe into the brain by focusing on the third eye and breathing into that third eye center. You can breathe into the lung area, into the heart area, by breathing into the chest. You can breathe into the reproductive area by breathing at the sacral center, reproductive center. You can choose. And whilst you're doing this, open up the heart. The heart energy, the energy of love, is nurturing. Holding the physical body in loving appreciation as a gift of life. And bringing the purest energy of the heart, the purest love, to every part of your physical body as you breathe. Some of you can repeat your affirmation, your prayer, your mantra. If you feel lifted by it. Our Reiki practitioners can become active. And now become receptive to the field. It's a field of goodness, it's a field of divinity. And we are supported by masters of the light, angelic beings, who support the healing of this dimension. Let's welcome them in this space. expand your awareness now in the subtle field, to the world around you. Let's bring the light into that field. Your physical body depends on the environment, and we need a healthy environment. So let's focus on all living beings. May we, humankind, coexist harmoniously with all of nature, all of life. May we all thrive. Think of plants, think of animals, think of rivers, think of seas, think of air, think of all living beings. May we all thrive. May we all live harmoniously. May we all protect the environment. The environment nourishes us. And let's think of fellow human beings across the planet who are suffering souls. May they all be comforted in the divine. May they all be lifted in grace. And may their needs be met in God's perfect way. We pray. Think of your family, your loved ones. Think of the people across the world, in the war zones, those who are suffering from human rights violation across the world, those who are suffering in famine areas. May they all be lifted in grace. And now join with me as we chant the Maha Mrityunjaya mantra for the healing of the planet and for the lifting of consciousness. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityo mokshiyam amritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everyone, for co-creating together a marvelous session today. The healing journey continues. It's not only here that we intensify it, but every day and in everywhere, wherever we are. We need to remember that a subtle body is extremely important, and the divine is a true healer. If only you can continue to hold the image of well-being continuously, doesn't matter what the condition of the body is, and always think positively that I'm going to get better, I'm going to get well, I am getting well, I am getting better, my heart is healthy, my kidneys are healthy, my liver is healthy, my eyes are healthy. Just hold the image and let that healthy image resonate with the body, with the body's condition. And so you're holding the physical body in a field of positive energy, in a field of positive imagery you can't imagine. You know, there's a saying, as you think, so you become. It's in the Bible as well. As a person thinketh in their heart, so is that person. And then the feeling of happiness, no matter what. Immerse yourself in God consciousness and be happy because you're alive. And be happy because you have a connection to God. You're God's child. We are all children of the universe. Be happy in that awareness. It's when we lose faith, it's when we feel disconnected, that misery becomes a visitor. But we can stave off that visitor. We can prevent that visitor from entering our space. Your mental space is sacred space. It's God's space. Keep only the divine there. And the thing is, when you think about others, you're tuning into their field. Would you want to think about negative people? Would you want to think about miserable people, aggressive people, unkind people, jealous people? Would you like to hold them in your mind? Because you'll become like them. Birds of a feather flock together, the saying goes. Now, you need the right company. Because you stayed for this hour in this kind of company. See how your body feels? See how your mind feels? That's the kind of association you want. And sometimes when you cannot have the physical association, the mental association is important. You remember them. You remember the goodness. You remember the God that you believe in. Remember, let your mind be filled with it. Let your heart be immersed in it. Let your being be immersed in it. And then you will understand how the divine is a true healer. With God, all things are possible. So I want to wish you continued wellness. I want to wish that you stay in mindfulness. I want to wish you that every morning you wake up, your heart is full of gratitude for the gift of life, and you stay connected to the divine. Every breath you take, if you can, be in gratitude for the gift of life. Life is beautiful. Despite all the frailties, all the misery, life is beautiful when we are God connected. You see in Technicolor vision, you see a beautiful world of colors. Aren't you in gratitude? You hear the birds sing every day. And if you plant healthy food, you can eat healthy food. The taste is magnificent. And if you stay away from refined foods, you're much better for it. No good for your gut, no good for your blood. Eat healthy. Drink enough fluids. Not the sugary drinks, not the carbonated drinks, or the good, but not the bad carbonated drinks. Staying healthy is so natural and so easy, and that we take it for granted. We overlook it. Stay in gratitude, everybody. We still have a beautiful country here with a lot of green wherever you go in the environment. Let's enjoy it. And the natural spaces across our world, let's enjoy it. So let me wish you a marvelous day, everyone, wherever you are. And we look forward to your continued presence with us. I'm committed to health and well-being. This is the Blue Star Center for Well-Being. I'm committed to it. And we are building another eco-space in the center of the country, Brussels. We look forward to its development. We are working there every week. We look forward to its development as well. 52 acres of natural green environment. Have a blessed day, everyone. Namaskar.